Take a look at what could be our next moonshot.
Houston, roger, we copy, and we're standing by for your TE. Right.
This is a very special day. Our vision for a climate-neutral continent. Today is the start of a journey. The European Green Deal is an invitation for all to participate. Europe's man on the moon moment.
Look at the state of our forests. Look at what's happening with biodiversity in Europe. If we continue like this, there will be no pollinators anymore.
Things will get out of control. We'll reach tipping points, and the effects for humanity will be disastrous.
Governor Schwarzenegger called on us earlier to do some really plain speaking. Well, this man is known for his plain speaking. He's the EU leader responsible for the Green Deal, and he chose this summit last year as the venue to deliver a powerful message of political will to ratchet up climate ambition. Franz Timmermans can't be with us live this year, but as EU Commission Vice President, he has sent us this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, it really is a great pleasure to speak to you this morning. I had planned to come to Vienna today, and I'm truly, truly sorry that I'm again not able to be with you in person. But they say, as you know, the third time's the charm, so I hope to be with you next time. Let me first thank Arnold Schwarzenegger for his invitation to join you today, and above all for his continued commitment and personal dedication to climate action. He's a leader who inspires me, truly. Today's summit carries an important message. We need a healthy planet for the health and well-being of all of us. COVID-19 has put our societies firmly to the test. It also sends us a clear warning signal. A signal of our fragility, our interdependencies, but also our resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, horrible as this pandemic is, the major crises of the century are the climate and biodiversity crises. Less visible, but more pernicious and also more destructive in their effects. Global warming combined with a massive extinction of species threatens the very livability of our planet. There is no vaccine in the face of these crises. To protect humanity, secure our future, we need to make profound changes in how we live, produce, and consume. This is no longer an abstract threat. We already need to learn how to live with fires, droughts, floods, and other disasters. We've seen tornadoes in Western Europe, for heaven's sake. Never seen that before. The costs of acting seem high, but the consequences of inaction or acting too late will be even more devastating. The economic cost will be immense, unbearable. The human cost would be tragic and equally unbearable. So the challenge is obviously global. Major economies are aligning and the critical mass is growing. Together with our partners, we work to pave the way to a successful COP26 in Glasgow. In Europe, we witness incredible political will to act. Businesses and investors driving the real economy also start to align with our green objectives. We now have a climate law that creates a legally binding commitment to become climate neutral by 2050. In order to achieve climate neutrality in the right conditions, Europe must first reduce our emissions by at least 55% by 2030 compared to the levels we had in 1990. But we do not start from scratch. Compared to 1990, we managed to reduce emissions by 24% in 2020. At the same time, the European economy grew by over 60%. This means that we've already succeeded in decoupling economic growth from greenhouse gas emissions. But 2030 is only a heartbeat away, so we really need to speed up our efforts. In about 2 weeks, on the 14th of July, we will present a package of legislation to make sure we reach the target of at least 55% reductions in 2030. The package marks the moment where Europe will move from setting targets to making the difficult, really hard and difficult, but necessary changes in our economy. In short, we will fast forward all actions and targets in our climate and energy policy framework and ensure that economic operators pay the price of CO2 emissions. All sectors of the economy will have to contribute: power and industry, transport, buildings, agriculture. We are in the midst of a major transformation in Europe, a new industrial revolution, worldwide industrial revolution. We have the ambition in Europe of a prosperous, low-emission future, rich in opportunity, on the basis of social justice. We have to invest in this future, and most importantly, we have to ensure that the transition is fair. This transition will be just, or it will just not be. I'm absolutely convinced of this. There can be no ecological transition without social justice. Even more, the transition itself is about social justice. If we do not respond to the climate emergency, the first victims will be the most vulnerable people in our societies. They have nowhere to go. They can't afford to escape. Ladies and gentlemen, the transition is our opportunity to innovate, to prosper, to leave no one behind, and to deliver a healthy planet for our children and grandchildren. During the pandemic, young generations have shown incredible solidarity with their elders, staying home, keeping distance, even though they themselves did not run as many risks from the disease. I found this expression of solidarity so inspiring. We now need to repay that solidarity with our own and take action against the crises that threaten their future. Together, we need to seize this opportunity before it is too late. And I have to end by saying, Arnold, keep inspiring us. You're a gem. You're so important to also bridge the gap with so many people who sometimes feel left behind. You're an inspiration. Continue to be that. Thank you very much.
A powerful voice for the European Union. We'll hear more about the European Union Green Deal this afternoon.